Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Brickmaster Nate, and today I have an unboxing video of the LEGO Doctor Strange Gargantos Showdown. So this set retails for $30 and has 264 pieces. The box shows off the build and all of the figures, and there's also the Multiverse of Madness logo in the top. And the back shows off the build from another angle, and it also has the Multiverse of Madness logo in the bottom corner. Let's get right into it. So inside there were 2 numbered bags and the instructions. Let's get to the speed build. First, let's take a look at the figures. First one is Doctor Strange, and this figure is a slightly updated version compared to the one in the Sanctum workshop. The torso piece is an updated print, and I think it works well with the new details from the movie. The belt design also continues down into the hip right here, and the robes are all the way down to the knees. He also comes with the cape piece, which is a more hard plastic version, and you can remove it off the rest of the figure by moving it like that, but it's a little bit harder to put it back on without removing the head. The back detail is pretty simple. There's more shades of blue, which adds a little bit of depth, which I think looks good, and there's also continuation of the belt details. I also really like the printed hair that he comes with. This is the same one from the other set as well, but I think it still looks good in this figure. A nice change is that he also comes with the accessory pieces, and this is just a simple clip with the radar dish attached to the side, and it represents it pretty well, but I wish it had a little bit of print detail to just make it a little bit better. Here he is compared to the other Doctor Strange figure, and as you can see, other than the accessories and the torso print, they're exactly the same. They have the same faces, and even the leg print is the same. The next figure is Wong, and I actually really like this figure. The robe designs are really detailed, and it also flows well from the hips onto the legs. I like the use of all the gold, especially on the curve of the leg piece right here. It helps the details pop a little bit more instead of blending into the purple. This figure is also pretty similar to the one in the Spider-Man set, mostly just in the face and the hairpiece. He doesn't have an alternate face, which is a little bit disappointing, but either way, this one still looks good. This figure also comes with the accessories, but this time in pink. And it's the same design with the clips and the radar dish, but I like the way the color matches with the figure. The last figure in the set is America Chavez. I think the design of this character is pretty plain, but it's a good representation of the character from the movie. It comes with the mid-sized legs that are shorter, but they can also bend, which is a really nice feature. The design on the front of the torso has a lot of small details, but it doesn't stand out too much, which is a nice touch. And there's also the star detail on the back of the jacket. There's also an alternate face on this figure. And it's also pretty basic, but I think it works well. I think the hairpiece is alright. I think it's not the best choice for the design of this character, but it still looks pretty good anyway. The figure also comes with this 1x1 tile. And something that I noticed is that the print in the detail is a lot more washed out and faded. And I'm not sure if this is just an error in my set, or if all of the pieces like this are supposed to be faded like that. Now let's take a look at the actual build. This was really sturdy, and there's a lot of smooth techniques all throughout the build. As you can see, there are a lot of tentacle pieces that can move individually on these ball joints. Right on the front, there's a really good use of this Technic piece with the tentacles on it, and it makes the front of it look more full and complete. On the bottom, there are 4 more tentacles and these boat tiles to just smooth everything off. You can't move these ones like the rest of the ball joints, but they can twist side to side like this. And I think that's good for the overall stability of the build when it stands like this. As mentioned earlier, all these ones on the top can move individually. And what I like about it is that you can condense them a little bit so the build seems a little bit smaller, or you can pose them up like I had before to have more volume. I think the choices in the pieces for the eye works really well. They're translucent, and there's also a print on this piece, and it makes it look a lot more glossy and kind of realistic. I also think the choice in the parts for the eyelid is really good, with this arch piece that usually goes over the wheels and tires. There's also some spike pieces on top, and this piece right behind it often snaps off like that when you try to attach this piece. The rest of the body has a really nice spherical structure. I like the use of all of these slopes and also the mix of the exposed studs. I think it does a good job of adding texture to the build. There's also a few parts that aren't olive green. Underneath the panels you can see that there's some dark tan that's exposed, and there's also a lot of dark green, mainly in between the tentacles for the Technic parts. Overall, I think this is a really good set. Even though there are only a few figures, the selection is really good, and the build is really well made. That's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Also, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to check out my other LEGO Marvel videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.